Hi, everybody. My name is Hyperfixed, and today I'm gonna talk very briefly about an upset story that has recently happened, and that is that Cape Verde, which is an island nation off the coast of West Africa, have just qualified. You can see them here, right? They have just qualified for their first ever World Cup in football. So I'm just gonna very briefly talk about them, and I think this is an interesting thing. So they started their qualifying campaign very quietly against Angola with a 0-0 draw back in November 2023, and then a few days later they beat Eswatini, which were the favorites to lose the whole group, 2-0. They continued by losing to Cameroon, which was expected as Cameroon were widely the favorite to win this group, which also Libya, Angola, Mauritius, and Eswatini were in. And then they beat Libya, which was probably the second favorite to win this, or rather the favorite to get second place. They beat them. And then they also beat Mauritius, which is to be expected. And then they pulled a little bit of an upset against Angola, but nothing too special. And then another win against Mauritius. Now, at this point, these results aren't too special. Like each individual of these is not too special, but the fact that they've pulled so many of these in a row and they've only lost to Cameroon once is quite impressive by this point. Then, in the eighth match day out of 10, they beat Cameroon 1-0, which is absolutely insane, right? Because Cameroon have qualified for the World Cup how many times? Let's see. So they have qualified 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, while Cape Verde have qualified 0 times. Then they drew against Libya, which was an absolute thriller, and then they beat Eswatini 3-0. And that was just enough as because of results like these, the 0-0 draw from Cameroon with Eswatini and a 1-1 with Angola, as well as Libya, was just enough to put them ahead of them and make them qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup as the 19th team to do so. And yeah, so these are the countries that are sure to qualified, that have already qualified, rather. Australia, Iran, Japan, Jordan, South Korea, Uzbekistan, Algeria, Cape Verde, Egypt, Ghana, Morocco, Tunisia, Canada, Mexico, the US are hosts, so they obviously qualify. New Zealand was one of the first ones to qualify, as they're the only one really from Oceania who had even have a chance. And the 6 from CONMEBOL. Now, a few more also have a chance through either direct qualifying or intercontinental playoffs. And a couple of countries also in Asia have a third round to get through. And those are the ones that can still qualify, I believe, are Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the UAE. I think this map is a little outdated because I think Oman has already lost. So yeah, thank you for listening to me for these 4 minutes. I have to go now. Goodbye.